Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the XPL League Loudon location for their summer season 2022. We are joined with Wolfie Girl and Slickback here. They're just dropping into the game right now. Again, we only have Wolfie Girl's perspective right now as Slickback is playing from home. But this is I believe week 5 now for the Fortnite games right now. As usual, if you guys remember how this game usually works, is that for at least Loudon, for the XP League, is that we have the first period. We have like basically 2 different phases in Fortnite here, or at least for Loudon XPL Fortnite. Sorry, my words are all over the place. For how XP League works for Fortnite games is that there's 2 phases. The first phase is a gathering and building or gathering phase, where the teams will have to gather all their gear and supplies for the second phase. The second phase is the full-on PvP part of the match, where players will duke it out and try to get in a glorious battle royale, and as they compete for first place. Teams will then get ranked based on where they place at the end of the game, as well as how many players they killed while during the match. So again, players will get points based on where they place, as well as how many players they get. So far, the Loudon Heroes actually have been doing pretty good, staying within, I believe, the top 15 of the teams that are playing this season. Right now, we have Wolfie Girl and Slickback right now in Condo Canyon right now, as they gather their supplies and everything, as they get ready for that second phase.
Change your mind. Take the brushing off your crimson lips.
Alright, so far in the game right now, looks like Wolfie Girl having a good setup for her kit so far. Hopefully she can find some more gear right now, but Wolfie Girl loves to use a lot of CQC weapons for herself. So far her team is doing pretty good in terms of gathering the supplies and rotating into the circle, since they don't really have, actually they don't really have to worry about circle at the moment, or storm right now. But yeah, so far so good for the team right now as they continue to gather their gear and everything they need for supplies. One thing that they really need to kind of focus now is just getting more subs like wood, brick, and metal for themselves. The more items they have, the better for their team to use during the big PvP battle that happens, especially since right now this is a trios game, and typically you're supposed to have 3 players, but right now they are only rocking with 2, with it being Wolfie Girl and Slickback. So we'll see how that goes for them. It might be a little bit tricky, but if they get a nice placement, it might pay off in the end of it all. There is, I believe, only one more storm left before they really get into this fight. So once that happens, we'll see how they perform and see how much what kind of metal they got for the team. So we'll see how that goes right now. Alright, the third storm is just about to get started, so the PvP session, or the PvP phase of the game, will begin in just a couple of moments, ladies and gentlemen. With 1 minute and 53 seconds left, they need to be ready for that combat. Right. And there we go. Here we go. Combat phase has begun. The Wolfie Girl taking a couple shots, taking down a Salt Lake City player right there. The team is getting ready for more combat, taking that player, so that's a point for the Loudon Heroes here. Nice builds going on. While Slickback did go down, I think Wolfie Girl is going to try to pick him up, and unfortunately not able. So now it's just Wolfie Girl left in the fight here with these couple individuals on the plateau. If Wolfie Girl is able to keep herself alive, it might be worth it, as she does have a replay card, but I don't know how long she's going to stay alive with only 21 health left, and is not able to do that and takes 30th place here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with some more Fortnite here in just a moment, but this is only the first game for the Loudon Heroes. If the Loudon Heroes are able to pull it off and in the next game, they'll take that game and that will be added to their overall score for the season. So let's see if they can pull themselves together for the next game, because 30th place is not usually where they get. They usually hang around the 12th or 15th place during each game. So we'll see how that goes. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Loudon XP League Summer 2022 season. I'm joined actually with Awkwards today, who is part of the Fortnite Gold Team Krakens. He will be commentating for me for the rest of the Loudon Heroes game. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well, actually. We just we'll just to get you up. We watched the Loudon Heroes take 30th place. They didn't have a good run just because they're actually down one player today. So like, you had that experience ever before whenever playing in the XP League?
Yes, many times.
And how was that? How was that experience?
It's very hard, especially with teams of 3 and only having 2 players.
Yeah, when you're playing in trios, it can sometimes be very rough. But looks like the game is just getting started, so let's go ahead, take a look what's going on. We only have Wolfie Girls' perspective today, so we'll see. We'll have her. I believe she's the IGL for the Loudon Heroes. So, what are a couple of things when you're playing that you need to keep a mind of during this very beginning phase of the game?
Always making sure that you have rotations to the next circle. It's very important because if you're behind the rotations, it can be very hard to get good placements. Also, making sure that you know where all the players are at once.
Right.
Because if one players are watching you and get ready to push you right as Storm Surge or you're allowed to kill, you can easily get wiped out. So you have to have good awareness and good, you have to keep an eye to the storm. Good
positioning is always very important, as well. Making sure, because and I think that's exactly what happened during the last game. They were literally out in the open, near one of the desert, like just up, you know, that peninsula in the desert biome.
Yes.
That near, what's it? I can't remember. It's just as they go towards the forest. It's like that river area, if you know. I
think so. Is it kind of by Rockies?
Yeah, right. Rocky Wheels. But yes. Yeah, right, like where the plateaus are. You know where the plateaus are in the just around that area. They got caught by 2 teams engaging them, so they got third-partied as well.
That can be very hard.
So yeah. Right now, Wolfie Girl doesn't have a really great kit, and that's because, in my opinion, just because right now she's only starting off with 2 gray weapons, which is won't do as much damage with the others.
Yes, it will not do as much damage. Also, making sure that she also has a victory crown. It can be wiser to drop that when doing competitive games because it tracks your location. So
does it?
It does. So it can track your location.
I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Yeah. So, yeah, making sure that so if she keeps that victory crown, she may be painting a target for her team.
Yes.
Right now, I think what's something that like heroes should be focusing on. Maybe as well, we're watching Wolfie's Girl's perspective. So, what do you think?
I was trying to make sure to be on top of farming materials. She seems a little low on materials, and just keep going to circle. So So the best thing to do is go to circle first, then start farming.
Gotcha.
You gotta make sure you rotate.
Yeah, being able to rotate easily, I think, is pretty good. So yeah, that's something that we should probably have them focus, but we'll see how they perform throughout the game.
Yes.
Now, what do you think of this newest update that we've got? Like, what's the new things that we have for Fortnite this season?
The newest thing is one of the most cool ones is being able to ride animals. I think that's very underrated.
Yeah.
It's very easy for rotations. And also, it's very hard to hit a player once they're riding an animal getting sprinted. So I think if you hit them around their waist below, it counts as hitting the animal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they have like a little bit like a shield of sorts.
Yeah.
A human meat shield of sorts. Wow. Okay, I did not know that at all. Yeah, because I do not play a lot of Fortnite, but I play some. So my experience with that stuff is limited at best. but you know, I understand like the team dynamics of how like each team should play. I understand like the basic stuff. So knowing the more nuanced things, you know, learning a couple of things from more experienced XP League players is always nice to have.
Yes.
And you participated in the Pro-Am tournament
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. Who did you play with?
Mystic.
Mystic.
He was very good. I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, it must have been a lot of fun too. And did you who else were you paired up with? It was another XP
It
League
was
player.
Burn 67.
Yeah, another player of your team. And you two guys just hit it off with Mystic, huh?
Yeah, I think we got 8th place out of like 30 teams.
That's still nothing to link to, you know, dialogue from getting in.
So now I'm in the battlefield, I got a llama pinata. How opened up the chest, I
But
got
looks
a
like I
shit
think we're in the
we
second
stacking our V-bucks,
I think we're
so if another
Yeah.
team come, they
So,
better keep on stepping. I'm all
I
about
believe
the
I think it's
so I can
they're
pick
waiting
me
for
a
storm
dance.
surge.
The
So I
circle
read
getting
we
small,
need
I
over
got one more
75
chance. I
storm.
took a sniper
So
shot.
they have
Now
that,
my
but they
energy
have that
slipping.
enough
My
like
teammates
when
gave
storm
me
surge
some blue
happens
shield
is
potion.
when they
We
really
back on the
is
hunt,
when the PvP
like regulators do. The victory royale. Beware of my crew.
So it's very smart. It's a little more defensive. You take a truck, it has a lot more damage to be healed. It's slower, but it has a lot more.
Right. And but let's see. Well, right now, let's take a look at her kit right now. So she's rocking a couple of good items. I think we saw a rare semi-automatic.
Yes, it is a gray burst assault rifle, a green.
And the sniper rifle I meant.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's a purple heavy sniper rifle.
And those are really good, I believe. Just getting that heavy damage in, right? Like I think a good headshot ends it, even with shield.
Yeah, it only does 180, but if you hit that person with your head, it's very easy to push it. You don't have to heal much.
Either heal, get into cover, and if your team combines with more like another 20 damage, they're down.
Yes, most definitely. I think they're in dead center circle right now.
Yeah, they're inside the circle for sure. But I don't know if they're dead center yet. I think right now they're about almost dead center. If anything, I think they really needs to start collecting materials.
Most definitely, yeah.
With just this much, and this is just coming from Wolfie Grove's perspective. I don't know what Slick Black has in terms of his kit. I know, I'm pretty sure Slick Black is one of our other very experienced XP League players, and I believe has been playing with Wolfie Grove for a very long time. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they perform together, and see how they do. So. As I said before, in the how we do games in XP League is a little bit different in typical tournaments, where we have a gathering phase and then a PvP phase. So really for us, how we do things is quite different. And how we do our scoring, I don't think is typically different. So basically, teams will get scores based on where they place in the end of the game, as well as how many kills they get.
Yeah. The scoring is definitely a lot more placement heavy because kills are one play, but I think first place is 10.
So yeah, a single kill is a single point.
Yeah.
But I think it was Shogun. They got 26 points just from kills alone.
Whoa.
So
yeah,
it's so yes, getting kills is good, and getting a placement is even better. But if you really farm for kills, it doesn't matter where you place.
Yeah.
You could be dead last and with 26 kills.
Yeah.
You know, so I think getting a lot of kills is something underrated in my personal opinion. And that doesn't even count the people that get rezzed. If they get rezzed, they still get the kill.
Yeah.
So I mean, a team if everyone, so you know, there's a huge opportunity I think being missed if players don't really go for kills a lot.
Yeah.
But it depends on how they want to do it. Right now, you guys are actually floating around 6th place right now overall for the Krakens. Loudon Heroes are actually hovering around 15th place right at this time. So yeah. Well, it looks like someone actually took someone looted the seedling.
Yeah, that's been disabled.
That's actually a legal. That's an illegal move. you're not allowed to take. You're not supposed to loot from seedlings. Because that's when that rule came in, it was not. That's basically, from my interpretation, what it is like. So you're not allowed to take seedlings and any loot from there, just because of how overpowered it can be.
Yeah,
because it's similar. It acts similar to tents.
Yeah, because they're giving that person not being able to kill the third storm. That's giving them the opportunity to get the get the right supplies, but getting those plants are just extremely easy to get the weapons you need.
Yeah, it can be very overpowered. So that's why XP League decided to make that a rule again. So whoever was doing that needs to hopefully not do that in the future. But yeah. But overall, right now, looks like Storm Surge is just about to happen right here, and they're right now in a pretty decent position.
Yeah, very good.
So we'll see how they are able to defend themselves right now. Looks
might be going for like a more placement strategy, which is a little bit smarter. But Storm Surge is happening, so they are going to have to hit some people and get some hits on them.
Yeah. If anything, every time I played a battle royale, every time I get into a battle royale myself, I always kind of switch from a bunker strat to peek and shoot. So here we go. We got Wolfie Go engaging with one team right now. Trying to, and then there you go. Team is responding, and this person's all by himself right now. The rest of the team, I believe, is by themselves. So there you go. Slickback trying to get in close. Gets a build. There we go. Gets a nice defense. Now it's Wolfie Go's turn to see if he can get a pick here.
27.
Yep. So about keep getting that. And looks like, yeah, she's trying to force close here. Try to get some nice place. And nope, yeah, there you go. Slickback gets another, yeah, so that's a Slickback kill, but the Wolfie Girl finished them off. So this is so far pretty good so far. And now they're getting third party, so they may have to shift gears. But with 2 players down on that other team, I think it's more than, oh, wait, we might, look at Slickback coming in for third party here, taking 1 player out. Taking Crassy out. Trying to finish it, and then finishes it off with the other team. There you go. So yeah, now they're just racking kills up here, and just taking names here. So this is some very good movement from the heroes so far. They got a lot of movement going. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
They got really good refresh on those fights too.
Yeah, good supplies. Knocks the shield.
Oh,
and there you go. Gets another. Gets it on. Finish that off. Trying to. Yep. There you go. Gets the elimination. Look at that. They're just working together quite nicely, getting those picks.
Am I mistaken? I think they're both controller players.
Yes, they are both controller players. That's a big difference between
keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, the skill level is completely different. But here we go. Slickback getting knocked down, but not until Wolfie Girls comes into the rescue and is now able to revive them. Oh, this might be a little bit tricky here. Yeah, they get third party. Or not third party, sorry. But they take 8 plays. Honestly, that's not bad at all. I mean, yeah, that was a very good play for this time around. It's better than 30th. And honestly, that is pretty good for the heroes. So congratulations, Loudon Heroes, for taking the 18th place. They got a lot of kills out of that. So, and again, they did it only with two players. They didn't have a third. So, I mean,
very good.
Yeah, it was very good. So hopefully we'll see them more again. But I wish you luck in your game, because your game's coming up right next. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for some more Fortnite. And yeah, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, go have fun. How do you feel? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the XP League Summer 22 season. Before we get started with the Kraken's first game of the day, we are currently just waiting for them to all launch into that lobby. So while we wait, we'll just do a quick recap of their season so far. Right now, the Loudon Krakens are sitting at 6th place overall in the season. They had a spectacular season so far. They jumped from 15th place to 5th place in like literally a day of game, one competition day. And that's only because they placed first place twice, and that was a huge celebration for the Loudon Krakens. They still have a very good streak going so far. Literally last week we watched them actually take another first place win for them. So they have been doing a very good, they have been having an extremely good season so far. So yeah, we are just about getting ready to see them get started here in just a minute. Once that happens, they'll be in the gathering phase and collecting items and gear for their PvP phase. So we'll be right there in just a couple of seconds. Actually, their game is about to start right now. So let's go ahead, take a peek and gander over there, and let's get started. So as you guys can see today, we have Awkwards and Burn67. If you remember earlier, Awkwards did join us for the second game of the Loudon Heroes. He did an excellent job in commentary, and I hope to have him in the commentary seat again soon. But here we are. We'll see what he's made of here with the Loudon Krakens. So they're about to drop in, and there they go, heading towards the Daily Bugle. It's one of their favorite spots right now. And they're also joined Benji, who's playing from home. So we'll see how they go here. I think they're actually, it looks like they're going, yeah, they're definitely going to be able to make it to the Daily Bugle. Let's take a look over at, players right now. So here we go. We got Awkwards coming in, surfing all the way over towards Daily Bugle. It's a Spider-Man inspired location here for Fortnite. And one of their winning strategies they did before was take out every foundation from the bottom and letting all that loot just rain on top of them. So yeah, here we go. Vern's collecting some nice loot here, getting a nice shotgun here. And so far, so good for him. Let's take a look over at Vern real quick. Vern here also got a good gun right here. A small AR rifle and got a gray AR and a green SMG here. So Yeah, and get some shields up going. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, if you've been tuning with us for a while, I'm sorry I'm sounding like a broken record. I would like to explain how does this game of Fortnite work here at XP League. So how it works here, ladies and gents, is we have a gathering phase and then a PvP phase. During the first 3 circles, the teams will be gathering resources, supplies, stuff they will need for their PvP phase. Once that third phase kicks in, the teams will be allowed to fight each other to get in a battle royale. We have about 60 players in the map right now, so we'll subtract that by 3. That makes it 58. So the Loudon Krakens need to wipe out at least or stay alive with 58 players all against them. So it's them literally against all the teams around all the XP League's locations around the United States. So this is going to be, it's always an interesting game with the Krakens. They have been doing very great with their season, and you know, we've seen some crazy strategies from them, and we literally watched them progress and how well they perform. It's been a very great journey with them so far, and I can't wait to see a lot more great games post-season. So we'll see how it goes so far. I believe they also a couple of them are going to NAF, so this is going to be fun to watch and see how they go. And yeah, hopefully we'll keep going and keep that going for many seasons to come. Let's go ahead and switch over to our three-person perspective, which is really right now 2-person. And right now, so far for both of them, they actually have a good set of gear going right now. And right now, they also have a good amount of supplies or materials needed for their PvP phase. I believe that was Benji who also just picked up the bounty contract. What's really great about that bounty contract, by the way, is if you can see in the you can barely see it in the minimap in this view. And I'll just pop over here, let you guys see it. You'll see this. There's a yellow circle on the minimap on the top right. That minimap will display that person the bounty on the person, like where they are relatively to them. So around that yellow square, you have an Easton player, right? An XX Easton there, just somewhere in that yellow circle. This allows them to understand where their team may be in relation to them, and it will be very useful for them once that PvP phase gets going. I'm just looking at their materials right now. Awkwards has a good amount of wood with him, as well as some brick. And good pocket change worth of metal, so yeah. If you guys don't know or are not in the know with the Fortnite, the materials that are used in this are pretty straightforward. Wood being the weakest material and metal being the strongest. How a lot of teams will use a lot of wood in the beginning just so that they can move around. It's easy to gather and everything, while metal's harder to gather. They're a little bit more rare, but my is it very strong and durable material. A lot of the teams like using them just when they're really starting to hunker down and they really don't want to get moved from their position from below their feet. Alright, it looks like here we go. We got the team now rotating out of Daily Bugle and heading over to another location. Usually when they head over to the west side, it's usually all covered in snow. And there's a little hut there that a little garage over there they like to stop by just to grab some transportation. At this point right now, I think the team is very happy with what they have for gear. And now they're just focusing on just collecting supplies and other such things, but they're always open to the opportunity of getting better gear, especially since they get like any purple gear or some yellows. Yellows are the most legendary items that they can get in game. Those are super rare to get, and they do the most damage based on that type of weapon. So with the gray ones being like the most common, don't do the most damage kind. There we go. Alfred's collecting that metal, getting more metal into his pockets there, and getting that brick. The team is just well set and ready for this fight, so we'll see how that goes for them. Especially here, look at that. Burn Cat's like not almost 1,000 wood, 400 stone / brick. It's pretty good. So yeah, and I think they're actually getting ready for this fight coming in, because the Storm Eye is gonna shrink in about 1:50 here. So they're trying to make sure that the they stay near that contract and quickly wipe out that team as fast as they can. Get those points racked up as fast as they can once the PvP phase kicks in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about getting ready here to have the engagements go on. Let's take a look over here what's going on here. We're ready to take this engagement go to the door here. Waiting patiently 40 seconds before engagement starts. There is some gunfire going on. Just a calm before the storm for them, really. Let's see how it goes. They do see some players in there, so they're ready just to crack that can wide open for them. All right, about 15 seconds left before they are able to engage, waiting patiently for them to make their move. Right, Starmine is ready. They're waiting for that peak. Waiting for that engagement. Patiently waiting. That team inside has not been yet noticed where they are. So this might be a good way for them to just wait it out. There's a car approaching right now. They're just staying nice and quiet, staying inside that bush, being ready for that flight. There you go. Awkward's moving out of position, seeing if they can bait a shot or two. And the whole team transitioning. And at this point there we go. Engagements are going on. Burn wibbling over. There's a little fight going on. Knocking about 50 shield out of that player. Awkward's trying to find a target, getting ready for that movement, and they constantly checking behind themselves because there is another team. They're in between two fights. And wow, what a lot of engagement going on here. Awkward's taking down, and their team knocking down one player. Burn, I think Burn takes that knock. Yep, takes the kill right there. And they have another fight over here in these bushes. Burn knocking down that support. That player, if they were up there, would be going down. Awkward's trying to push them in, trying to get close to them. Tries to force the engagement here for this other team. They're really hunting for these players, taking down the Snow, and there he goes, just easily, not a single damage taken by the Kraken so far. With 2 kills under their belt, they are setting themselves up pretty nicely. Now they're just moving on to the next place, deciding that the team hiding in the house earlier was not worth it. I think they're going for to try to kill as many players as possible and just rack that many points. Right now they're building a little stone fort, see where they can go from here. Right now, they're just watching for any players, trying to find targets here. And actually, I'm sorry, didn't mean to switch back so quickly. Awkward's finding a player and a target for them. Let's see if Burn can see one right there. He's seeing a lot of activity going on. Burn trying to take some pot shots, knocks a couple of damage off of that one player. And there you go. We got one team sniping into the little home. Awkward's finding a player very close to them, and they may take action against that team that's getting really close to them. We'll see how it goes. Kraken's just trying to find what strategy to go for here. Benji taking some sniper shots here. And there we go. The team now shooting at a target down the road here. Knocks down a player. Good knock. Let's see if they can clean it up and get that trio knocked out. Burn taking a couple more shots. There's a player in the grass. And Tex knocks out, and then there goes Wacky going down with 3 kills now under the Kraken's belt here. Burn taking a couple more shots here. And looks like there's a sniper in the area here taking shots at the Kraken, but since they're so well defended right now, and they're just using their angles very well, they're just trying to keep that door, try to keep themselves protected as much as they can, trying to find who's taking the shots at them and trying to plan accordingly. And there you go, players getting close, really close to them right now. They're trying to find who it is. But yeah, there's a car just nearby. And there you go, there's a team just moving out of position right now. And there we go, setting up a little home defense base, but I don't know if that'll be enough for that other team there as the Krakens take shots and try to knock them down. But there's a team coming in very close here. Krakens need to make sure they stay alive. Burn taking some damage. Benji also taking some damage right now, but nothing too drastic because it's all just shield right now. Players right above them right now. At 41 players left in the game. This is going to be very close. A lot of CQC is about to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very tough fight for them. There you go. Looks like they're trying to make an exit strategy to see a player. And there you go. Multiple teams are trying to break in. Burn going down now. And there you go. Awkward's trying to get his teammate up while Benji keeps him covered. There you go. Double revive here. And there you go. Burn's back up. Now Burn needs to get himself all situated before this team. There you go with the shield generator here. Team is just trying to keep themselves alive as fast as they can, keeping that structure up while trying not to get caught out of position while Burn tries to heal up. Awkward's going down here. Burn also going down. It's just Benji left. Burn going down. And there you go. They take 13th place. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a really good strategy with 3 kills under their belt. But that doesn't mean that the Loudon Crackers are down and out. They still have another game. So if they get a better game out of this one, they'll take that second game. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The Krakens will be right back on your screens, and for you all to cheer. Just don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. and gentlemen, welcome back to summer 2022 for the XP League. We're about to just get started underway for the Loudon Kraken's second game here. So far, they did pretty good, getting about I'm already forgetting. I believe they got 13th place or 18th place, but nonetheless, this is their second game for today. If they can make a better game from the last match, they will take that game, and that will go onto their overall score. But ladies and gentlemen, the games are underway. Let's go ahead, let's get started and see what the team is going to be up to here. This time around, we have Benji sitting out, so we have all three perspectives. We have LK Zans, Awkwards, and Burn67 here, all for our viewing pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to take a drop over into the game, and they're about to get started here. Alright, here we go. They're dropping into the game, or into the map here, and making their familiar stop that we all come to know of, the Daily Bugle. Alright, so this is going to be their second game for the day. They really need to see if they can make this turn around, because last game they didn't do super hot than per their usual game, so we'll see how it goes. If they can get a good amount of gear, or maybe they can get a good amount of kills during the PvE phase. We'll see how it goes. It looks like Burn preferring not to take the sniper here, and instead probably going for something he's more well acquainted for. Where it's going ahead and collecting as much gear as possible. And looks like, okay, setting the building on fire here. And looks like they might go with the strategy they did last time, where they knocked out like all the buildings and get as much gear as possible, which honestly was a pretty good strategy for them. But we'll see what they decide here. There you go. Okay, picking up the bounty real quick. A team not too far from the Bugle here. It looks like there's another team already here looting this area. Now it's like a little bit of a race here as the teams try to find supply and gear that will best suit them. Over here we got it looks okay right now, carrying a automatic rifle and a two-shot shotgun here with some grenades and some splash shields, which will be good for them. Looks like that team is now making their exit out of here, knowing that this is Kraken territory. We'll see how what they decide, what the Krakens are going to keep going and moving around here. Awkwards having a good amount of gear on him with an AR and an SMG under his belt, with a good amount of heals and a mini potion. Team just all trying to coordinate together here, trying to get the supplies. Burn has actually a pretty good gear as well, with two types of ARs. One's a more of a burst fire type, and one is a more of an automatic fire type as well. And this first circle just about ready to close here.
No more.
So far right now, looks like they are making their rotation out. since they are going to get the circle will start closing onto them, so they need to start rotating. Hopefully they'll find some more gear as they go. And looks like Awkward's a little bit out of need to catch up with the rest of his team, trying to make his way over there. But he did pick up a purple SMG, which is going to be good for him. Again, the higher the tier of weapons they pick up, the more well suited, the more damage they could do overall. Right now, it's just mainly a waiting game for them, as most of the team right now is all kitted out. And so they're mainly just needing to collect all that material. And then just wait for the storm to come in. And in the meantime, they also probably should probably try to find some more, some better gear in the meantime. Looks like the circles are now closing in on the Krakens here. I believe this is going to be the second storm coming in. And I believe they will be ready to engage at any of the enemy teams that are around them. Krakens trying to find their potential target here. In about a minute, 50 seconds, they might find, get something. See how it goes. Ladies and gents, in about just a minute here, the Krakens will be engaging in the PvP phase of the match here. Once that is happening, it's all down to the Krakens to see what, how they will interact with all the enemy teams around them. Okay, having a pretty decent kit around. He has some grapple hands, an AR, and a two-shot shotty. A lot of shield for him to carry around. Awkward's with a SMG and an AR rifle and a lot of other utility around him, which is going to be interesting as well. And then looking over at Burn here, a lot more weapons than utility with him, having mainly healing potions, shield, mini potions, and fish for health. It looks like it's going to be more of an aquatic fight here, as the circle now starts coming in here. We might see some gunfire in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Kraken's identifying a target. They don't quite want to go attack them head on and instead opting for a more flanking procedure here. Burn crossing the river right now. I'm trying to take a collect some more supplies and probably do a little bit more recon on that team that they spotted earlier. And there we go. We got a vehicle approaching them. They may engage here. We'll see how it goes. A lot of shield just lying around in the barrel, those keg barrels. So the Krakens have a quick way of assaulting that. Looks like they're actually just hunkering down around the bridge, see whoever comes their way. About, I think, 30 seconds, they will be able to engage with the other teams. Honestly, just by looking at this is a bit of a sneaky play they got going so far. I think this is fairly concealed. No one really looks under the bridge that often. And when they do, seeing some brick there is not a sight that they don't see often, but you can typically expect to see some brick work around here and there. So we'll see how it goes and see if it's obvious for other teams. But right now, the storm now shrieking it again. The Krakens may have to move here as well since the circle is in a different position. Well, let's see if they can get some stragglers first while they're at it. Yeah, and right now it looks like they're just opting to move again. There you go. There's gunfire going on right now. The Krakens rotating the circle, trying to find a position here. Keeping themselves as vigilant as possible as players get picked off left and right around them. And looks like they found a target here. There's a team right now as they begin to engage. Burn taking a couple of shots there. A lot of hot shots going on being exchanged here. Awkward's trying to find a good position here for the team. And looks like they're gonna fall back for right now and hopes for a better position. Alright, with teams all around them, the Krakens are beginning to hunker down, trying to find a new target here. Some good building going on with Awkward, try to make sure they keep some kind of obstacles blocking the enemy team's way, but they found a nice little structure here that they can play around with for right now. Awkward's just looking in there, taking some nice pot shots, getting about 50 down on that player, 50 to 60, but they are squeezed between two different teams, so it might be a little bit risky play here, as the Krakens are surrounded on all sides. Seeing as the circle will start closing in, it might be the Krakens actually in the upper hand here, as the teams are going to be forced to come towards the Krakens and having to fight them. It all kind of boils down with for them to be able to pick off these players as they come towards them. There's a good shot from Awkwards. Sniper fire coming through. More shots being fired. Awkward's just getting a good amount of pot shots. Burn trying to push trying to get more shots here in as well. They managed to knock one. Actually, they managed to eliminate one. LK trying to force the close combat. That player with no shields left. Not LK getting some damage done onto them. Awkward's trying to poke and prod. Finds a player, knocks him out, eliminates. They're just picking off stragglers as they come, which is almost like shooting fish in a barrel. Okay, finding another player here. Actually, this looks like their third party taking out LK here, taking out a player here, as the other team quickly tries to get them down, and now forcing the close. Oh, there's a whole. This is going to be a whole trio here. LK trying to get out of dodge and using that grapple charge, able to take out Brink, but another team on that tower taking him out. That tower now focusing towards the Krakens. The Krakens has to be very careful here. With only 38 players remaining, more and more teams are now starting to get attracted to what's going on with the Krakens. Awkward's opting for a better position here. It's a little metal dome right here, trying to get a little nice fort up. With them a lot having a good amount of metal, they can't afford to do that stuff. But with only Burn and Awkwards here, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for them. So we'll see what kind of strategies they deploy right here. Might be just doing a little bit of a bunker here for the most part. They're giving a lot of room for them to move around. Awkward. Trying to take some pot shots here. I think he's just trying to get that. Yeah, trying to get some tree move out of the way. And there he goes. He finds a player, and Burn tries to take him out. And there's a sniper just taking a shot, telling him to go away. Those players on the towers now are kind of forced to move here. So now it's as the circle starts getting closer and closer. The team needs to really just be careful here, because now they're really taking this. Other teams are now taking notice to them. There we go. Awkward's taking a couple of shots, or taking some shots to the other team here. Knock their shield down a little bit, knocking them down just a little bit. Burn trying to push up a little closer. And right above them is another team. Krakens moving out of position, trying to force them close. Burn here. A little bit, oh, they're actually relatively grouped up with each other. So this is going to be an interesting fight. Now back together. And there's actually a drop right above them, so they might take advantage of it if they're able to just able to yoink that. See how it goes. 30 players left in the map here. That's about 10 teams right now. And 11 teams, give or take. Player count starting to slowly go down. The team are just waiting for the right time right now to disengage. They're really just trying to go for that placement versus any engagement. 24 players left. Now we're about down to about 7 to 8 teams, maybe 9 at most. Turn, moving up a couple levels. A lot lot of commotion going on around them. He's hiding in little tents, little domes right now, waiting for a player to come up above him and inside. Mainly just trying to stay hunkered down and try to be the last people in the fight. With 16 players left, there's about 5 to 6 teams right there. Top 15, so now they're in the top 10 for sure, ladies and gents. The circle being as small as it is, they need to be ready to really start rotating fast. There you go, the Kraken just slowly moving little by little. Trying to avoid any contact here. Burn taking a pot shot. It's definitely a team right above them. There you go. Recharging their shields right now. And moving towards the circle. It looks like there's an enemy team across, on the other side of the wall. Awkward, accidentally revealing his position here. And now they may have to force the push as the circle quickly moves here. They gotta move quick if they want to stay alive. Players left. Awkward's going down and getting eliminated. Burn trying to stay alive with 65 health left. This is going to be a very close game right now. Burn just able to dodge out of there for right now. 10 players left. Burn trying to take out that player. Waiting for that fight to go on and explodes. That player explodes right there. Awkward. Burns still trying to stay alive. With not that many shield and only a handful of shield potions. Right now, just letting the other players duke it out as he keeps the fight. Oh gosh, I can't even talk right now. There's a lot of things going on, and oh, my heart is racing. With 7 players left in the fight here, that's about 2 to 3 teams here, so they're in the top 5 right now for sure. And takes 4th place for the Krakens. So definitely a better placement overall. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last game. Congratulations to the Krakens for taking 4th place. That is going to be the last game for today for the Krakens. Good job with them. And we'll look forward to the next time. We won't be having a stream next week for the Krakens. They will be, because a good bunch of them will be heading over to Florida for their North American finals, so we'll be looking forward to see how they do over there. With that being said, again, congratulations, Krakens. We look forward to seeing you guys back 2 weeks time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be heading over to some Overwatch for right now. We'll be right back. Joined with the Loudon Krakens, our gold Fortnite team. How are you guys doing today?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah, it was a little bit of a rough game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think worked for you guys so far? Because you guys got 4th place, which is pretty good. It wasn't the first. It wasn't the first place like you guys got in the last 2 games, but it was still very good nonetheless.
Yeah.
So what? How you guys? How you guys are feeling? What worked? What didn't work for you guys?
What didn't work is that we had terrible. The team that won had great high ground.
They got a lot of high
So,
ground, yeah.
Before we went to that like colorful paint thing with that paint.
The
I
colorful
died.
buildings that
Yeah,
you
where
guys
I
were.
died, yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been up the hill, and then if we went to the right, we could have third party been killed. There's
Gotcha.
only a duo, not a trio.
Gotcha. Well, good job, guys, again for that game. But we're actually gonna get started with the Overwatch game, so you guys can come to watch that. But otherwise, good games, guys. We'll see you guys after naps.
All right. Yeah.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to straight into our Overwatch game. It is going to be the West Calgary Shogun versus the Loudon Yetis. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into there in just a couple of seconds. Shogun, and in just a couple of minutes we'll be showing you guys the gameplay right now. Right now they're in the paw. We're having a little bit of an issue trying to get our spectator account in there, waiting for that invite right now. Once we get inside, we'll get you guys all going. Actually, we're gonna have our caster Mike, Coach Michael here, spectating as I take on to the seat of the coaching position. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. But for right now, enjoy some Coach Michael.
Am I muted?
Hello, stream. Sorry about that. All right, we're gonna see the Reinhardt here. X-Ghost going in for, and Mahogany with a huge tire. Sorry about that, folks. Pretty sure we forgot to unmute the mic there. But here we go. We're going to get underway with round number 2 here of game number 1. We're going to see the Loudon Yeti coming in, not with any hero swaps. So a little bit interesting that they didn't decide to change things up. Although we did see how close they got to winning. So I think they just need to play a little more together, be a little more organized, and they will be able to take victory here in this second round of the game. We're going to see the Shogun, though, challenging the point first. Mahogany kind of out of position for his team. He is going to manage to get himself a good kill to open up the game, though, with the assist from Reinhardt of X-Ghost 464. And we're going to have to watch out for these mines from Junkrat, see if he can get any boop kills. And if you look down to the bottom of your screen, we see Junkrat already with 100% charge on his ultimate. Let's see how many tires he can get out this half of the game. Let's try and hop on board with some of the other Loudon players. X-Ghost 464 just checking on that Doomfist right there that I'm pretty sure got booped off the map. Excellent job there by the Diva. Well done there to Loudon XP 23. Do believe that is Charles 313. That roll right now. Alright, so Shogun coming back in, getting ready to push their second offensive onto the point. We're gonna see the Diva and the ball come in. Let's see how quickly the Loudon Yeti can take out those tanks for the Shogun. We're gonna see Diva Bomb come out from Charles 313, and it's gonna be absolutely massive. Charles 313 getting 4 with the Diva Bomb. What a performance from him. He's gonna be ecstatic about that. Let's check in with some of the players. Mahogany, 10% on his ult, so he did use that tire there. Wouldn't be surprised if we didn't notice it because the Diva Bomb just cleaned up all those kills. And we only see the Mercy ult for Loudon, so Loudon a little low on ult economy right now. Hopefully they will be able to win this fight despite that. We're going to see Mahogany doing a bunch of damage as well as the Diva of Charles 313, and Waffle Pro getting himself a kill here too. Great job by the Reaper player. Unfortunately, he is going to go down. It's going to be all up to the tanks for Loudon. The Diva Bomb of Charles 313, unfortunately, is going to go down into the pit, so that's going to be a little rough for them. We're going to see a nice shatter come out from the Reinhardt of Ghost, though. Ghost getting himself 2 kills with the help of Mahogany. Going to keep holding down left click and is going to get that Diva out of mech. Let's see how quickly they can get Baby Diva down. And the Yeti have taken this point with Storm. We're seeing them get that all the way up to 90%. The Yeti here looking to hopefully take an easy victory in round number 2. Point up to 99%. We are going to see the ball come in for the enemy team, though. He's going to get a couple of kills with those mines. Mahogany's going to respond with the Junkrat tire. We're going to see Mahogany respond with a second kill. Let's hop on board with him and watch him continue to frag. We're going to see him, unfortunately, missing some shots because of the DM from the Diva. We're going to see him use those mines we spoke about earlier to get a nice, easy kill on the Junkrat. And as we say that, we see Ghost 4614 getting a huge amount of kills, and the Loudon Yeti are going to respond with an excellent round 2, making the score 1-1. All right, round 2 is getting underway. We're going to see the tanks for the Loudon Yeti taking control of the point early, and we're going to see a bit of a hero swap from the enemy team. Reinhardt and Orisa instead of Diva and Ball. The Loudon Yeti do not seem to care, though, as they are eliminating those tanks very quickly. We're going to see a nice frag from Charles 313 there on the Ana also, and this Pharah Mercy is really the only thing left to challenge the Loudon Yeti. Let's see how quickly they can eliminate that. The lack of a hit scan for the Yeti is going to prove to be a little bit of a problem, though. This Pharah is going to have pretty free reign, no pun intended. Let's see if the Junkrat with a crazy mine right there is going to manage to get the Pharah out of the air, so that'll provide some peace to the Loudon Yeti for just a minute or two here. Reinhardt here pushing in just with the Orisa and Hanzo, so a bit of a 5v3, maybe 6v3 here going on for the Yeti. Should be a pretty easy win for them, and the Yeti continuing to split the enemy spawns are setting themselves up for a really good position towards the end of this round here. Loudon Yeti up to 40%. If we look at the top of our screens, we see Mahogany almost getting himself his tire, as well as Ghost 464 almost having his shatter. The enemy team, we're going to see they almost have Hanzo Dragons and do have a Pharah ult, so the Yeti are going to have to watch out for that. Spread out and not get messed up by that Pharah ult. Speaking of, let's watch the Pharah come out of the sky. Mahogany's going to get himself a nice early kill, and that Pharah ult's going to come out. It is going to get 2 quick kills. That is a bit of a problem for the Yeti. We're going to see the Hanzo Dragons come in also, as well as the other ults, and the Yeti are unfortunately going to have to back out of this one. We are going to see Ghost 464 go down at the last minute too. Unfortunate there for the Yeti, but with 75% on the board, they will have plenty of time to reset and get ready to go. Bot Ana here, just contemplating life for a minute, figuring out where she wants to go. And we see the rest of the Loudon Yeti grouping up, getting ready to go. I am going to hop on board here with Mahogany. We see him in an interesting spot. I'm pretty sure waiting for a tire. Unfortunately, he does not see these players behind him, though, and he's going to get taken out. Loudon Yeti coming in with the rest of their players here. Let's see if they can get something done. We're going to see some players get stunned, and unfortunately, the Yeti, this fight is not going to be going well for them. but the enemy team using a bunch of ults, that is going to help the Yeti out a lot. Yeti definitely with this stronger ult economy here going towards these last couple of minutes of round 2. Yeti hopefully going to be able to get that Junkrat tire in this time. Luckily for Mahogany, he didn't call it in. That would have been even worse if he called it in and then died to the Doomfist behind him. And we're going to see the tire come in. It's coming through the side. It's only going to get one, but that will put the Loudon Yeti at a bit of an advantage here at the start of the round. We're going to see Ghost464 dodging the charge for the enemy Reinhardt. Good job by him. And that Orisa for the enemy team is very low HP. Let's see if the Yeti can finish her. They do. Great job there by D.Va. Let's hop on board with Charles313, showing off his skills on tank. Nice job there with the assist of Ghost464 getting the kill. We're going to see him try and take out that Hanzo. D.Va flying towards the Hanzo, missing the melee, but the rockets are going to clean him up. Excellent job by Charles313 there. We look at those percentages, though, the enemy team has gotten a lot very quickly. This last team fight here looks like it's going to decide the game. Ryan charged into the game. Hopefully the Yeti will punish that. We're going to see them get that early pick, bringing the percentage up to 95. We're going to see a D.Va bomb come out from Nick, and that's going to take out the Orisa. Well done to Charles313. Unfortunately, Doomfist is going to respond with the ult of his own and get a double kill. Ghost464 doing a good job to stay alive, and we're going to see a huge shatter from him come out, responding to the Doomfist ult. Unfortunately, those dragons are going to force some of the players off of the point, and we're going to see them go down. D.Va, or Mercy, going for the res, unfortunately, is unable to get it, and this is going to be a bit of a crazy end of the game. We see the D.Va here going in, getting herself a nice kill. Good job to Charles313 there. Let's see if we can get the kill on the Orisa also. And the Yeti are going to take game number 1. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are here with match number 2 of the day. Loudon Yetis on defense here on Gibraltar. Unfortunately, we're going to see a bunch of kills come out from the Widowmaker of the enemy team. Mori doing an excellent job to get a whole bunch of kills here. Let's go and spectate Mori super quick and see what kind of performance they are putting in. Mori getting some nice shots on the Diva there, unfortunately for Charles 313's sake. Let's stay on board with her super quick and watch as she perhaps carries the team to victory. See some nice shots from her to take out the bot Ana. She is going to get her ult, so let's see what she can do with that. She's going to fly up top, miss the shot on the Junkrat. See if the Widowmaker here goes for the ultimate. In the meanwhile, let's hop on board back with some of the Loudon Yeti players. We're going to see Ghost4614 still on Reinhardt. Unfortunately, he is going to go down there. We're going to see the Soldier 76 of Waffle Ace Pro coming back in. Going to be putting some nice damage in on the enemy Soldier 76, but unfortunately just not able to stop the push. Yeti here, I'm pretty sure, are going to need to get a full regroup in if they want to see if they can do anything about stopping this assault from the Shogun. Alright, payload has been delivered. Loudon Yeti have no real reason to fight this right now as the enemies spawn right here. We're going to see Ghost4614 realizing that. He's going to keep that shield up, probably calling for his team to fall back a little bit as the enemy Soldier 76 activates his ultimate and unfortunately gets a pick on one of the Loudon players, putting them at a bit of disadvantage here at the start. We're going to see that Soldier 76 pushing really deep in. Let's see if the Loudon Yeti can do anything about that. Junkrat, though, going to be coming in with a huge tire, getting himself a triple kill. Zarya still alive for the enemy team. Let's see if the Yeti can do something about that. The charge is going to miss, but I'm sure with that big hammer, his Reinhardt will be able to get that kill in no time. Hop on board here with the Junkrat. Now to the Diva. Let's see if the Diva can find that Widowmaker on the enemy team and take her out. Unfortunately, she is going to get a bunch of kills again. Widowmaker sniping from the top. The Loudon Yeti are going to have to eliminate her, or that is going to prove fatal for their chances in this second game. Going to see some nice kills there from the Diva of Charles 313, doing an excellent job to get a couple kills. He is going to have to fall back, though. Flying up into the ship right onto the health pack. Some excellent map knowledge being shown off by Charles 313. See him fly around with the Reinhardt, and unfortunately he is going to get charged and lose his mech. That Widowmaker going to get a pretty quick kill on the Diva, taking her out. We can hop on board with Mahogany again, seeing what kind of work he can do with this Junkrat tire of his. Let's see if he can get himself a nice kill here. You're going to see him pick up the kill on the Soldier 76. He's going to trap another enemy, the Zarya, and he's going to eliminate the Zarya very quickly. We're going to see the tire come out from Mahogany. He's going to use that on the Widowmaker, who has been proven so so painful for the Loudon Yeti, and we're going to hop back on board with the Diva of Charles 313, who just got their mech back and trying to get a kill on the Lucio. Let's see if he can get that quick kill and then fall back. He can. Well done to him. That's going to split the spawns of the enemy team. If he can get the kill on this Soldier 76, that'll be even huger. Charles 313 continuing to chase. Unfortunately, he is going to get shielded, and it's going to be a little too far in for Charles 313, and he is going to go down, unfortunately. Soldier 76 ulting for the enemy team. Let's see what kind of damage he can do. Luckily, the Loudon Yeti have their Reinhardt Ghost doing a good job to keep that shield up and prevent the worst from happening. Ghost here looking for a shatter. He's going to get a huge one. It's going to take out 3 of the enemy team members. Unfortunately, no one there for the Yeti was there to capitalize on it. We are going to see the Junkrat of Mahogany doing a good job to get a lot of damage. Diva's back on the point, and she's going to try to take out that Reinhardt shield, but that payload is inching ever closer towards the point. Reinhardt missing his ultimate. Oh, but Mori getting a nice double kill there on Mahogany and Ana. We're going to see Mori get the 3rd kill on Waffle Ace Pro, and that payload is going to reach objective number 2. And yet you're going to have to really bunker up here on this last point to try and keep their hopes alive for getting a defensive victory here. Keep in mind, though, both teams will get a chance on attack, so even if the Loudon Yeti are unable to defend, they will have a chance to attack themselves. We're going to see the Soldier 76 pushing really far forward for the Shogun here. We're going to see him try and take out the Mercy. Hopefully the Loudon Yeti will be able to punish that out of position Soldier 76. We're going to see him keep doing some stuff towards the enemies, but the Nano Boost has come out from Ana. We're going to see the Junkrat Tire come out too. Unfortunately, it is going to get taken out by, I do believe that was the Widowmaker. Widowmaker getting another couple of quick kills for the enemy team. Let's see if we can't hop on board with Mori. Mori doing a great job here to get some good picks. Mori missing the shot, hitting the shot on both the healers there. Great gameplay from the Widowmaker on the Shogun. And we are going to see that payload get delivered. The Loudon Yeti, unfortunately, not able to defend on the first half of game number 2. Right, and we are back with round number 2, second half of the game. For those who missed it, the first half of the game was a pretty dominant victory by the West Calgary Shogun on offense. Loudon Yeti will get a chance to be on offense of their own, though, and hopefully they will be able to respond with a strong performance and get themselves the win. All right, 5 seconds until the game is going to get underway. I am very interested to see how Mori opens up the game. We're going to see Mori get a nice kill with the assist of the Bastion. But those shields are here now for the Loudon Yeti. Let's see what they can do to take out these enemy players. We can hop on board with the Soldier 76 of Mahogany, who's going to do his best to try to get a kill on that Bastion super quick. The Bastion plus Widowmaker combo is going to be quite difficult to challenge, though. We're going to have to see what the Yeti can do to respond to this really aggressive defensive setup. See Mahogany with some great aim there, putting a bunch of damage in on the enemies. Unfortunately, though, no kills are able to be found. We're going to see a res come from the Mercy to get one of the Loudon players back alive, but unfortunately there is going to be a slew of picks coming out from the enemy team here. The Shogun doing an excellent job with their aiming skills. on Bastion and Widowmaker to start off strong here on defense. So gonna try and activate her DM shield to pressure that Widowmaker. We are gonna see the pressure come on. D.Va doing a good job to get a good deal of damage and take out the Ana. Let's see if they can get another kill. D.Va pressing the Widowmaker. Unfortunately, the Zarya shield is going to come in and D.Va is going to go down. But Charles 313 is going to keep pushing. The Widowmaker with a great shot, though, is going to shut him down. Let's see what the Drunkard of Mahogany can do. Lots of tanks dying for the Shogun. Unfortunately, that Bastion up top is just going to shred everyone very quickly. We're going to see the Sigma of Ghost doing a good job to get some nice damage on the enemies. Widowmaker for the enemy team is in a bit of a tough position. Let's see if the Loudon Yeti can punish that. And the Bastion for the enemy team on 1 HP. Charles 313 doing a great job to finally take that Bastion out. And he's going to try and face this bot Zarya and see if he can get himself his mech back. We see him up to 91% charge on the mech. Almost there is Charles 313. We see him getting that mech back. Excellent job. And let's see if he goes to pressure that Widowmaker. He does. Nice kill by Charles 313 there, getting revenge on the Widowmaker. That should open up the game for the Loudon Yeti here and allow them to push this payload forward. Bastion, though, going to be going for the ultimate, is going to get a big slew of kills. XPL Calgary 4 getting a quad kill with the Bastion ultimate. Proving pretty brutal there for the Yeti. We are going to see the Reinhardt going in pretty aggressive. Let's see if the Yeti here can get an early pick on the Reinhardt. They can. That's going to allow the D.Va to hopefully use her D.Va bomb here in a minute. Zarya pushing deep in enemy territory, and that is going to be punished pretty quickly by the Yeti. Well done to them. And the momentum of this game really shifting sides here as the Yeti have begun to push this payload for. We're going to see the Reinhardt for the enemy team come in. I do believe that's going to be some easy kills for the Yeti, though. But as we say that, we're going to see the Widowmaker come back out from Moiri. We saw him switch to another hero. I believe it was Doomfist briefly. But going back to good old trusty Widowmaker, let's see if the D.Va Charles can continue to punish that, though. Great job so far by him. We're going to see a soldier get nano boosted here by the enemy team. Loudon Yeti gonna have to watch out. Waffle Ace Pro on Hanzo getting a nice kill. Let's hop on board with him. We haven't seen a lot of his gameplay today. Hanzo activating that ultimate ability, not ultimate, but that ability to get himself the rapid fire arrows. And we're gonna see him almost get up to his dragons. And the dragons are ready. Let's see if he's going to take advantage of those and try and get himself some nice kills with the Hanzo ultimate. There is a good amount of enemies grouped up, but Mahogany's going to take him out with the tire. Nice job. The Waffle Ace Pro pinned up with the bow, getting ready to take some shots. Unfortunately, the Zarya shields is going to come out right as he places that arrow. And the Widowmaker, Mori, is going to get some kills. Mori with some absolutely crazy kills, getting a triple kill there super quick. Wish we could have been on board for that. We're going to have to see the Loudon Yeti reset here, I believe. All right, Loudon Yeti going to reset super quick. We're going to see Mori and D.Va very close together. I'm not sure the D.Va on Loudon Yeti realizes that. Charles 313 just backing up a little. And let's see if we can't hop on board with him. He's definitely been the Widowmaker killer so far this game. Let's see what he can do about her. We're going to see him press towards the Widowmaker, get some nice damage in, and he's going to crucially steal the health pack from her also. Widowmaker very low on health now. Unfortunately, though, Charles is going to get stunned by something. Not exactly sure what, but the dragons did take him out as well as the Bastion. So great dragons there from Waffle Ace Pro. Unfortunately, we did miss the onboard perspective, but the kills were still there. We're going to see Lucio trying to stall here for the enemy team, but the Loudon Yeti are going to get that payload delivered. Well done to them. All right, Yeti here going for the win, or not the win, but the tie game here. Charles 313 yet again punishing that Widowmaker, doing an excellent job to put her in her place. We're going to see him go for the Bastion, and he's going to shut that down too. Excellent job to Charles313 thus far in this game. Going to see him get a third kill is with the assist from Waffle Ace Pro. Let's hop back on board with Waffle Ace Pro and Hanzo really coming into his own at the second half of this match here. Waffle Ace Pro going to be taking a nice shot on the Lucio, getting him eliminated. And that Reinhardt charge is going to hit the payload, luckily for him. Let's hop on board with the D.Va super quick. Watching as Charles tries to take out the Widowmaker on the enemy team. We're going to see him, unfortunately, lose the mech. The Widowmaker is going to grab the health pack. And I do believe we're going to see D.Va have to back out of this fight here in a second. He's going to come back for more, but unfortunately the Widowmaker is going to win the fight. Let's hop on board with Mori here for a second and check out the gameplay. Just as we hop on board, we see Moiri miss the shots for the first time. It seems like forever. Moiri going to fall back and is going to get taken out by Mahogany there. Well done to the Junkrat on the Loudon Yeti. Only 50 seconds remaining on the clock, and we see Waffle Ace Pro with a huge triple kill. Unfortunately, we did miss the perspective of that. These kills coming so quick from Waffle Ace Pro, they're almost too hard to catch. And the Loudon Yeti are going to get that payload delivered as well, bringing the game into overtime. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here with round 2 of map number 2, overtime. Loudon Yeti gonna have 1 minute on the clock to try and push this payload forward. Once we switch sides, the enemy team will have 2 minutes, so the Yeti here gonna have to pull everything out of all the pockets they have to try and take victory here. We're gonna see, unfortunately, the D.Va going down. Charles313 not able to get the kill. Payload, though, is going to start moving. Ghost464 on Sigma doing a good job to get a little bit of progress going. We're going to see that progress halted pretty quickly, though, unfortunately, as the Widowmaker is going to be getting a lot of kills for the enemy team. But we're going to see a bunch of kills in response from the Yeti. Only 10 seconds remaining in the match, so it is going to be overtime. They're going to have to be very careful not to C9, but the Yeti here have lots of potential to push this payload very far. Let's see how far they can make it. Overtime is started. We're going to see the Reinhardt charge in. Waffle Ace Pro just staying on point right now. Unfortunately, that Bastion is going to take him out. We're going to have to stay on point here, or they are going to C9. Loudon Yeti doing a good job to stay on point, though, and getting those kills, too. We're going to see the Widowmaker alive still for the enemy team, but the Junkrat tire is coming out. I don't think he can find her, unfortunately. Someone, though, has to get on the payload. Make sure they stay on the payload. Loudon Yeti. We're going to see Lucio stalling, doing a great job here for the Shogun. Loudon Yeti going to have to take him out quickly. We're going to see the Junkrat mines come in, and that payload is going to make a move on up the hill. Enemy Reinhardt is there, ready to go. We're going to see the D.Va bomb come in, and it's unfortunately not going to get any kills. Reinhardt of the enemy team doing a great job to put that in a corner where it's safe for the rest of the team. We're going to see a bunch of kills come out from Mahogany, though, and the rest of the Yeti Ana and Zarya in a corner over there on the left. We're going to see Waffle Ace Pro doing some good damage on them as well as Mahogany. Moiri on Reaper off of Widowmaker is coming in to try to stop them. And just like we saw a minute ago, Lucio is the last remaining member of the team for the Shogun. Yeti gonna have to kill this Lucio quickly and get on that point. We are gonna see the Reinhardt there come in. The Reinhardt Shatter is gonna come in. Ana getting the sleep though to shut him down, and Loudon Yeti are gonna get that first checkpoint. Let's see how long they can keep it alive in overtime. Sigma, the only one on the cart right now. They're gonna need to make sure they stay on that payload, or that overtime ticker will go down very quickly. We're going to see Mahogany doing a great job on Junkrat here to get himself a bunch of kills here. Mahogany with the tire again. We're going to have to see how he's able to use that here. Loudon Yeti pushing in. They're just going to need to make sure they don't accidentally leave the payload. We're going to see Mahogany here with his tire going into a bit of a weird spot. Looking for a triple double kill, something like that with his tire. Mahogany doing a great job to shut that Bastion down. We're going to see the Bastion go on flank, though. Mahogany hopefully realizing where he's going to set up. Bastion up in this top room. Unfortunately, Mahogany is going to go down, but we see a bunch of members for the Loudon Yeti still on the cart. 3 kills are going to go the way of the enemy team, and this is starting to look like it might be the end for the Yeti. Let's see how long they can stay alive. Zarya is going to go for the all, and it's all up to Waffle Ace Pro. Unfortunately, the Yeti are going to go down there, but they got a whole bunch of progress on that payload, putting themselves in a great position for second half of overtime. All right, we see the teams coming in here for the 4th round of map number 2. We are in overtime here. For those that are unaware how this is going to work, the enemy team, since they had 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining at the end of the match, will have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to try and push this payload farther than the Loudon Yeti did. If they are unable to make it to this position over here, very nicely outlined by a blue box, the Loudon Yeti will take victory today. If the Shogun can get the payload there, then we will go on to map number 3. We're gonna see a bit of an interesting start here, as the Reinhardt is gonna come out bottom right, while the rest of the team is gonna come out bottom left. We're gonna see, unfortunately, a couple picks going the way of the Shogun here at the start. Alright, Loudon Yeti gonna have to shut this down. We're gonna see Mahogany close to payload there, doing a good job to try and get some kills. Unfortunately, he is gonna get taken out though, as well as the Diva of Charles 313 by the Widowmaker. Loudon Yeti gonna have to reset here and get a strong defensive setup started immediately, or they are gonna be in trouble. We see Ghost 4614 in a bit of an awkward place here. He is going to manage to get a kill on the Ana of the enemy team, so good job by him to get that early pick for the team, but he is so out of position right now, it's going to be really hard for him to escape. Let's see if he can somehow make his way back to the team. He's going to activate that left shift ability, giving himself a shield for a minimal amount of time, and he is going to get back with the team. Great job there by the Sigma of Ghost to regroup with his team. We're going to see Diva going in, Loudon XP 23, and unfortunately Diva is going to go down to the Widowmaker. Big team fight coming in here. Unfortunately for the Yeti, the ultimate is going to come out from the Soldier 76, getting himself a nice triple kill to open up this fight. Diva's going to get put to sleep, and it's only a 2v6 for the Yeti. Waffle Ace Pro going to get shut down by the Reinhardt, unfortunately, and first checkpoint is going to be reached. by the enemy team. Loudon Yeti, all they need to do here is just win one team fight. Just gonna need to see them regroup and hopefully get a nice Junkrat tire in or something like that, and they will be able to win the game. But their time is running out. We see that blue square right there. The Yetis only with a couple of seconds left to try and win this game. Let's see if Mahogany can get back in with that Junkrat tire in time. We're gonna see a triple kill come in for Mahogany. They're just gonna have to get the Moiri off of the payload. Please, please, please get that Widowmaker off the payload. Loudon Yeti, they're going to take the Widowmaker out. That overtime ticker is going to go down, and the Loudon Yeti are going to take victory in an extremely close match, winning 2-0 today. What a performance from both teams. Excellent job to the Yeti. Play of the game here from Mahogany. Definitely thought we were going to see a Widowmaker play of the game. And what better could it be than this last-minute winning position right here for the Yeti back when they were on offense. We're going to see him get that triple kill and then shut down the Soldier 76. Great job to the Yeti there and to the Franklin Shogun, or not Franklin, West Calgary Shogun, excuse me. Excellent performance by both teams there. What a pleasure to watch that game.